Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, I want to share something truly profound, something that's been building up my entire life. It's about my spirit guides and how, after all these years, I finally saw them clearly and undeniably. As a child, I always felt presences I couldn't explain. I knew there was something more watching over me, but I didn't have the language to call them spirit guides then. They were just them. Recently, it all crystallized. I was laying in bed in that half-sleep state when I opened my eyes. There he was, standing right next to my bed. This wasn't a nightmare. There was no fear. I felt an overwhelming sense of calm and peace. It was like finally recognizing a face I'd known forever, but only now truly seeing. I even found myself smiling at him. He was majestic, with eyes that were incredibly bold and full of ancient power. What struck me first were the thick, strong bones of a human skeleton visible beneath his form. It was so distinct, it made me think of the phrase big boned, but in a profound, foundational way, the very essence of strength. As I watched, his form solidified. I saw his clothing in intricate, flowing detail. His head feathers were incredibly long and vibrant, crowned by an animal head, a powerful, regal symbol. Then, his face came into perfect focus. It took a lot to take in, but I realized my spirit guide is a god, specifically an Aztec god. Realizing a deity of that magnitude, Ehecatl, the god of wind, is personally standing guard over me, left me deeply honored. To realize an ancient god is your guide is overwhelming in the most beautiful way. The cleansing in the hallway. As I lay there, my gaze drifted past him toward the hallway. There, walking through the dimly lit space, was another presence, Tlazolteotl, the goddess of filth and cleansing, the eater of sins. She moved with purpose and a grounding energy. It was clear she was there for a reason, sweeping through the space and consuming any lingering negative energy or filth from my past. She was purifying the path to my sanctuary. Then, my eyes went back to Ehecatl. He was pointing directly at my nightstand, where I'd left some half-eaten sardines. It was such a human, almost funny detail in the middle of this spiritual experience. It highlighted that these guides aren't just faraway beings. They are present in the mundane details of our lives. An Aztec god, my guardian, pointing to something so simple, yet so real. Finding their names and realizing they've been with me my whole life hit me like a wave. I started crying, tears of pure joy. I felt so seen and safe. Naturally, I wanted to share that light with the person closest to me, my mom. I ran to her, crying with happiness, showing her pictures and telling her everything I'd seen. I was overflowing with relief. But the energy shifted. I felt those "I don't believe you" vibes. It was awkward and hard to put into words, but it hurt. She was surprised and weirded out. Even though I've told her about things I see before, she looked at me differently. In that moment, I felt a heavy realization. She's not the one I should tell these things to. I felt like I shouldn't have said anything, and that she might judge me from now on. That's a lonely feeling when it's your own mother. This experience taught me that my spiritual path belongs to me. My guides don't need anyone else's approval to be real. They are there whether others believe it or not. I'm sharing this because I know some of you are walking this path alone, too. If you've ever shared your soul and had someone make you feel crazy, this is for you. You aren't crazy. You're just tuned in. Your protection is real, and having that connection is an honor no one can take from you. My guides are my secret strength, and they will continue to stand guard regardless of the vibes I get from others. Thank you for listening to my journey. Keep shining, and remember, you are never truly alone.